Alright, well, we cleared this one. The first one done, I guess. So now the gates are just open. Oh, and now there's people in there as opposed to before. Harmonia, it's me, Hacker Man. It seems Aerie no longer carries her star badge, a symbol of her status as a boss. Oh, so they only have, like, one of each. They don't have multiple that they give out, like, gym badges. They just have a badge that symbolizes that they're the boss, and if someone beats them, then they give it away. Well, how does that make story sense with the ones that, you know, have pretty low-level Pokemon? She gave it to you, did she? I see. Without its boss, the calf squad should be a hair's breadth from disbanding. Oh, nice. Details there. Oh, Aerie. Sorry. Got caught up in my thoughts for a second, like hackers do. Now, about your reward. I'll transfer some LP over your phone as promised. Okay, thanks. You earned 5,000 LP. You can now make more kinds of TMs using the TM machine. I took the liberty of adding some new entries to the range of TMs you can make in TM machines. These new TMs should help you improve your Pokemon's battle capabilities even further. In any case, did some solid work out there. So much so that you deserve an extra reward. Someone in my supply unit will be there soon to give you some materials for making TMs. Why don't you just forward those to me? Or maybe you don't. You can't do that. Because I guess they're physical things. Got everything else digitally, though. Hello. I'm Penny, in the supply unit. You probably don't remember, but you got me out of a tight spot by the school stairs. I was glad to help, sure. Oh, so you do remember. Yeah, like the very beginning of the playthrough. Hello, DS Shock Trooper. But yeah, and you as well, Sayuri. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Almost. It's 11:13 p.m. my time. But I'm helping out with Operation Starfall as part of my independent study. You know, in the treasure hunt. I'm good with machines and hacking and stuff, so I'll be working behind the scenes. So, here you go. Bonus reward from Cassiopeia. Is that how that's pronounced? You received lots of Pokemon materials. Wow. Also, I don't know what it is with, like, recent game releases. Both this and Fire Emblem Engage having characters with, like, the Nintendo Switch looking hair. Should be able to make a ton of TMs with those. Cassiopeia said that you'll get more rewards each time you take out one of Team Star's bases. Also, I heard all about how you had your Pokemon charge into battle. Yeah, I was spamming R like crazy. Seems you were pretty amazing. Yeah, I pressed that one button really well. With a trainer as strong as you on our side, I'm sure the operation will go just fine. There's 4 more squad bosses left, so, good luck. I like the EV bag. Ah, man. We have an hour and around 45 minutes for your new year. So 1 hour behind me. Oh, the frame rate barely exists. Oh, man. You know, when I was playing Xenoblade Chronicles 3, there were definitely some areas that I would experience some frame drops, namely, like, the really, really massive open areas where you can see so much of the world around you. I would feel the frame rate slowing down, and, you know, it would feel kind of slow. That's just the normal default experience of playing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Oh, man. Especially considering the game speed is tied to the frame rate, it seems. Like, look how slow it is when I'm doing that. Like, look how laggy this is. Again, this is not the day 1 version. This should be, like, the latest version, right? Unless there's, like, some new update. No, you're using the latest version of this software. This is just the way this game runs. As, like, a normal base gameplay experience. Can I give... Okay. I was pressing A so many times. It's just the way it runs. Yoink. Big bamboo shoot. Yeah, I'll get some items around here. More popping and stuff. It really seems to lag when I unfurl the... It wasn't as bad that time, but still kind of bad. Yeah, the gliding is really slow. Everything goes into slow-mo. That's not the map. This isn't the chum bucket. Alright, now where the heck are we going? We've got Boots, Thimble, Fairy Child, and Golfer Man. Or something like that. Well, it sounds like you had fun in Skyrim there. That's sweetly something. Do we have any particular votes? Maybe I'll actually listen to it this time. Go be up a small child. We have 1 vote for the child. Would take his lunch money and stuff. There's that one there. Medley Gym. What? Why is it that when I press down, the number goes up? When I press up, the number goes down. Why is it inverted? Do Ferry do it in reverse order? So is that what, like, the second last one? We could, I mean. Oh, gosh dang it. Now I gotta actually. Yeah, here we go. But yeah. Sure, let's fly at this spot. Afraid of fireworks then? My doogie's not afraid of stuff like that, but she's afraid of the vacuum cleaner. Sure. Yeah, the game is indeed updated. I just wanted to get to the league and see if the rumors that the day 1 patch contained the league battle music was true, and it wasn't. What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? Where was I? Was I still in the same area? Okay. Ah, it's you, Harmonia. Clive? Yep, that's me. Clive, the normal academy student. Anyway, Harmonia, I owe you. Thanks to you, I've been accepted into Operation Starfall. What's your end game? I need answers, that's all. How do I resolve this situation with Team Star, and what's causing its members' odd behavior? Team Star is the subject of more than a few nasty rumors swirling around the academy. Some say their bullying has caused a worrying number of students to drop out of school. Others say they're holed up in their bases, plotting to cause trouble for the academy. But these are rumors. The matter I'm directly confronted with is something else. I'm talking about Team Star's persistent truancy. They've all been skipping class for a while. 5 of them in particular, the so-called bosses of Team Star, haven't so much as set foot inside a classroom for over a year. It seems the team's rank and file have recently started stirring up mischief as well. I think after a year you would just assume that they're not a student anymore, but what do I know? That's why I took it upon myself to issue a direct order to Team Star to disband. I informed them that should they refuse, I would have no choice but to expel all students affiliated with their team. I mean, if someone doesn't show up to class for a year and they're threatened with expulsion, what do you think they're gonna be like? Oh no, please don't expel me from school. I gotta go there. You know, but I'm afraid there's been no response, and the deadline I set for them to make their choice between dissolution or expulsion is nigh upon us. So you see, when I overheard you talking on the phone to Cassiopeia, it couldn't have come at a more crucial time. Rotototo. Cassiopeia, can't you hear me? Solid snake. Another time. Be careful. It's just blue on my phone, that's it. I see you're coming up to one of Team Star's bases. Was there someone with you just now? Vote now on your phones! Well, be warned that Team Star will have its guard up after losing one boss to you already. This base won't go down as easily as the last one. Proceed with extreme caution. Touch. Okay, so... Is it gonna be like the 3 again? Whoops. So if this one's gonna be Ferry, then the ones that I would want to bring for it are definitely Poozin. And then I don't know. You have a dragon type move with Outrage, so you can come along. And then like Ferry is weak to Steel. And you're Ferry and Steel, so like these three would be the go-to, right? Ferry's immune to, oh, wrong way around. It's Dragon that's weak to Ferry. Whatever. I'll switch it around in a second. I'll return later when it's time for the young master's piano lesson. So then, please give him my regards. I got the direction mixed up. Yes, Mr. Harrington. And who might you be, young man? A friend of the young master, perhaps? I'm not sure. I see. Since you seem unaware, I must inform you that this is the base of Team Star's ferry crew, the Rook Bus Squad led by young Master Ortega. Mr. Harrington, I don't think we're supposed to be giving out that information. No? Then please accept my apologies. Do you have any idea as to who this young man might be? He's no friend of ours. You know, I think he might be here to try and take us on. Understood. In that case, I take it you're an adversary of the young master. I guess that follows? Is that so? Well then, that leaves me with one last thing to ask you. It really doesn't matter what I answer. Huh? Would you be so kind as to indulge me in a quick battle? Sure. Splendid. Then let us begin. I'll switch out Mokuwana. Is the case. Does fire really resist Ferry? We're gonna look at that type matchup chart that I loaded up. So if fire's defending, fire resists Ferry. Okay, weird. I never knew that. Oh my goodness, the frame rate is unbelievable. But yeah, fire's shockingly useful resistances. Seems like then. Mountains behind are so beautiful, man. Alright. Bam is about to send out Hatrem. I'll do this, I guess. I'll do this here. And we can use that Gigaton hammer. Time to get hammered over here. Alright. Well, Gigaton hammer. Well, big Kerslamos. Oh. Whoa, that was weird. I mean, it's always weird when it switches back. Just sometimes are more weird than others. Is all. Like, let's be frank. Okay. Well. Oh my goodness, the frames. Bam! Wow. See you later. So why did they have a Pokemon Center out here anyway? Just to heal up for Team Star. Well. Neat, some PERS money. An outstanding performance. However, be aware that young Master Ortega's battle prowess far surpasses my paltry skills. You'll do well to take care. Now, if you'll excuse me. Hasta la vista. Or hasta la vista if we're gonna, you know, go by pronunciation rules for Spanish. You don't pronounce the H. That gentlemanly guy used to be the director of the academy, I think. At least that's what I heard. Now he's like tutoring the boss or something. Shows up here sometimes to take the boss to his lessons. Hang on, why am I explaining this to you? There's no doubting you're here to make trouble, so I gotta go let everyone know. Hasta la vista. Bye. You're wearing heels out here? Really? I see the guard has been dealt with. Good job. That base belongs to Team Star's Ferry crew, the Rookless squad. Their boss, Ortega, is the mechanic of the team. He may be the youngest of the bosses, but his battle skills are a joke. Underestimate him, things will go south for you. He's also a real lead for the back type. He gets his grunts swirled dirty before. But his weak point is short fuse. Get him good and angry, and he'll march out to the front lines and deal with you himself. I think this hacker probably is just Penny, right? In terms of tactics, there's nothing else for him but to take down the lackeys, essentially. Just tough it out until Ortega shows up again. Ring the bell on the gates once you're ready to kick off this phase of the operation. Time to wipe the Rookless squad off the map. But yeah. Oh no! No! Gosh dang it! I started holding back. Like as it was moving in slow motion, but well, alas, it did not let me turn around from there. Alright, this way we go. Oh my goodness. Yeah, game speed tied to the frame rate. You love to see it. If I'm about to go to the thingamabob anyway. Well, let's do this. What? 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 I was trying to attack the Chansey! We did... Because Chansey give a whole bunch of experience. Apparently the Chansey just didn't exist there for a hot second. For some reason. I don't know what the heck, I was What's up with that? Like, I'm about to go get my move uses back to the Thingamabob anyway. I could just take off the moves and then put them back on, but the Pokemon Center's way through, so, you know. Damn. Look at that. Cool. Alright, so what 3 am I gonna bring, then? I mean, if we had something that was super effective against Ferry in addition to resisting, then I'd probably do it. I don't know. Maybe we'll just do this or something, then. Maybe we'll just do that in that case. That's probably the safest, right? Whee! Hi, welcome to the Pokemon Center. Yeah, I'm still up and about. A little bit over half an hour, and then New Year over here. Then it'll be 2023. Crazy, man. I hear a Gimmighoul, but I don't care. More on the rest of your team should be all better now. Come back and see us again whenever you need. Okay. Will do. I had to press B a couple times before it unfurled the thingamabobs. Okay, there's no gate. Never mind, there is a gate. There totally is. Oh, yeah, there's the falling. That is. Are you ready to challenge Team Star using the first 3 Pokemon in your party? I guess. It's been a while since I saved. I should probably save you pretty soon. I should probably do. Because who knows when this game could crash, from what people keep telling me. Again, I'm surprised it's only crashed once on me. Considering everyone keeps telling me it's happened multiple times to them. Some kid lucked out on beating one of our sister squads. Now he thinks he can take us on. Time to give him the boot, gang. Let's show this Gate Crash what Team Star can do. If you're listening, Gate Crash, you know this. Let's go beat 30 of our Pokemon in 10 minutes. Our boss won't lift a finger to deal with the likes of you. Well then, if the only way that the boss can, like, be defeated and this base, like, overcome is by defeating the boss, then just don't battle me. But, you know. Well, you know. Defeat 30 of Team Star's Pokemon. Okay. Go! Are there even trainers around for these ones? Or are these just, like, wild Pokemon? What's happening here? Okay, I don't know if there's any trainers around these ones. Oh, there's some ones. What, Meryl's? Is it just defeat? Yeah, I guess any 30 Pokemon within these gates. I don't know if they're... I guess they're all Team Star's Pokemon. I guess. This is so weird. I don't mind them doing, like, different styles than you're used to, than, like, in addition to the gym challenge. Having, like, some other interesting side activities. I don't know if I'd call this... Oh my goodness, the frame rate. I don't know if I'd call, you know, this side activity all that interesting. I'm not even missing all that much health. The frame rate. The game is running so slow right now. Holy crap. Well, then we defeat you. Like that. And then, yeah, that's kind of how I feel here. Alright. Oh, the frame rate. Look how slow the game's running. Oh my goodness. This game cannot even handle this. Okay, there's some over here. Wait, how does the water work like this? Like, why are these, like, puddles that are sticking around if it's constantly streaming down? Wait, is this a lake or a river? It's... This... Huh? Oh, look how slow the game's running. This is not how water works. This is not remotely how water works. Huh? I'm so confused right now. Alright, and then we take out this group in slow motion. Okay, there we go. We did it. Our defenses are breached. It's all up to the boss now. Even the framing of the text seems a bit slow. Yeah, but your FPS is stable in a handheld there. Oh my goodness. Look at this thing. Well. Slap it on a shirt, huh? Awesome Team Star's Ferry through Ortega. Okay. So you're Harmonia. Okay. But underwhelming. I was expecting someone, I don't know, a little more beefed up. Sorry, we already played Snake's Revenge. Well, whatever. I don't care who you are. Not like I'm gonna lose to you anyway. I think fairy types are all about cuteness. I thought it said cutscenes at first. You're in for a nasty surprise. But yeah. Yeah, don't worry about that there. Not an impression that I got. Whoa, fancy. They're challenged by Ortega of Team Star. Something weird there. Whenever I battle, like, a significant foe, it shows, like, that you are battled by so-and-so, so-and-so. I promise I'll play nice, so don't blame me when this battle sends you blubbering back home. There's, like, the text of, you know, you're challenged to a battle by so-and-so, so-and-so. You press A, and it goes away. And it sticks on that shot for about a solid second, usually. And then they send out their Pokemon. And that's been really convenient for me for getting thumbnails. For, like, you know, getting screenshots of the video. Where, like, I'll go into the video, I'll have my fingers ready on alt print screen. And then the moment that text disappears, I have that 1 second do, like, alt print screen. And then I have that shot, and I make that into a thumbnail. What's weird about this time is immediately after I pressed A, he just immediately sent out the Pokeball this time. Rather than it being something that happens, like, a second after. It's weird. This game does not have, like, pretty much anything in the way of, like, consistency, and it confuses me. I'm just gonna do this. This is what I'm gonna do. Because anyone who comes out and gets poisoned, that means Venoshock's gonna do extra damage, you know. Assuming I outspeed you guys. Oh, sweet, and physical attack, badly poisoned. Alright. Oopsie. Did you just realize how outmatched you are? If you want to give up, now is the time. You just set me up, my guy. You know, you just perfectly set me up to wreck your whole team. So I don't know what you're talking about. So, you know. About to send out Wigglytuff, the guild master. Alright, what? Camera being weird. Alright, badly poisoned. Venoshock is a special attack, and my special attack is super high. I'm gonna have the same type of attack bonus. I'm gonna have the bonus of you being weak to it, and the bonus of you being poisoned. So, like, you know, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, my guy? Just, like, see how outmatched you are as you set me up. Alright, well. But yeah. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. Oh, you outspeed me. Oh, who cares? Well, you know, maybe I should heal Lotus. Oh yeah, it's Revavroom now. What the heck? Why is my team on the ropes? That's totally not fair. Revavroom's not gonna get poisoned though, is it? Misty Surge. Oh. Okay, you don't get poisoned. Okay, maybe I should actually switch out. Or heal. Here, I'm gonna do this, I think. But yeah, I like a lot of things in this game, but the core game is just so poorly made it frustrates you. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. I'll probably feel like more strongly when I get later on and see all this, like, really cool story stuff everyone keeps telling me about. Once I get to see that. Mist disappeared from the battlefield. Oh. It doesn't even fade out. It just poof, gone. Okay. Oh, great. Oh, but I have own tempo, so who cares? Cool. Well, I'll just crush the whole thing, including him. Well, actually, never mind. Not him, because he, you know, because he just doesn't exist when an attack comes out. He starts ordering, and he just vanishes. Yeah, it was a bit too much to ask to leave the trainer on there. Just make him despawn. Oh my goodness. This game, I swear. You remember the days when Pokemon games would, you know, jam-pack their games full of all kinds of fun side activities to do, like Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Pokeathlon, a whole bunch of content up at Yin Yang, and also, you know, even if the games weren't perfect, like I haven't played Heart Gold, Soul Silver in a long time, for example. Like I hear the level scaling's apparently kind of bad, but you know, there's still a whole lot of passion was put into it to, you know, make it an experience that was jam-packed full of content and was, you know, really high quality for the time, you know, for the Nintendo DS in terms of RPG games that you could play. Remember those kinds of days before you got, you know, games that are, you know, so much behind the competition? I mean, if you can even call it competition. Pokemon is pretty unique, you know. Probably one of the reasons it's so popular is it doesn't have much in the way of actual competition, but I just mean like other games. And in this case, like other open world games, you know, where it's just like, yeah, just make whatever, slap Pokemon on it, and it's gonna sell 10 million units in 3 days. How could I lose? What the heck? It's okay, you can say how. About a year and a half ago. Ow, what the heck? Your toy car didn't budge an inch, huh? I told you, it's not a toy. It's called the Starmobile, and I was up all night building it. There's gotta be, like, some ethical concerns about incorporating an actual living creature into a machine. Like, I guess I would have started with Sun and Moon with, like, Rotom stuff, you know. It's clearly that we're not giving it enough juice. I mean, you could technically say, like, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum with, like, Rotom appliances, but it becoming mainstream is something that's, like, being used not just by the player. You know, especially considering Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, it was like, oh, Rotom wants to go into the appliance, you know. Designed this thing to be powered by 2 Charcadet. It's just too heavy. That's such a shame. I wanted to see the looks on our bullies' faces once we got moving. Sorry. I really thought it would work. Come, good fellow. There's no occasion for melancholy. Why, to make such a remarkable contraption by thine own hand. Genius, thy name is Ortega. Yeah, well, there's no point if it doesn't work, is there? If I knew all that effort would have 0 payout, I'd have just asked Mother to buy a car for us. See, that's why people don't take you seriously. Say some stupid things, you know that? Well, cool it, would ya? Yeah, how about no? The Rotoms like being in machines, is that the excuse? What about the engine ones here? Do they like being in machines and stuff? I was honestly, at the beginning of this playthrough, when I thought I'd have a lot more choice for my team, I was thinking about one of the main Pokemon becoming one of those Revavooms, and then giving it the name of my truck, Fargo. The line of trucks that have been discontinued since, like, early 1970s, I think. I mean, we even put in this code for crying out loud. When we started Team Star, we sort of quit relying on our parents' bags of cash to fix our problems for us. Or did you forget? That hunk of junk doesn't move, get it moving. If we're short on juice, just crank up the power somehow. Doesn't take a genius, man. That's easy enough to say, Melly. Do you have an actual plan? Yep, but what? That's like a walk that you'd see in SpongeBob. Or like the Ministry of Silly Walks. Like, I guess you can't really bend your knees while wearing boots like that. Yep, I'm gonna train my Charcadet and have him evolve. The boosted firepower will get the Starmobile moving, no sweat. But the hour of Operation Star is nigh at hand. Will you succeed in time? Oh, I'll get it done. Oh, that time she ran normally. Melly, wait! You know, Mala shoots her mouth off an awful lot. She means well. I know. This sucks. Well? Don't know about the motors. Maybe it's a similar thing for the motors. Yeah, is this just water always flowing down? Hello, Guzman. How are you doing today? This sucks. I hate myself for losing, but I also can't get over how awesome you were in that battle. If any of us squad bosses are defeated, that means we have to step down. Like going against our code would make me a traitor to the team. Fine. Not like I have a choice anyway, so take the badge already. Better treat it with the respect it deserves. Happy New Year's. How did the dinner service go today? Team Star's Ferry crew defeated. I love how they are just like, man, I hate you for defeating me. Immediately after the battle's done, but then the picture's like so happy stuff. I'm not done yet. Here's my favorite TM too. Feel free to marvel at how awesome it is. A dazzling gleam. Meh, that's really your favorite. Just so you know, you are the worst. Like the worst annoying person ever. But I get you. You're super strong. I'll admit that much. You even busted up my Starmobile. Young Master Ortega. Mr. Harrington. I don't like his open mouth smile that he has there. It's creepy. He seems like he's about to ask this tiny child to come into his white van where he has candy. Guess it's time for the piano lesson, huh? As it happens, I just lost my boss title. So, I'm all good to head on home. Actually, a different matter brought me. There's somebody I would like you to meet. He's a distant acquaintance of mine. The name's Clive. Okay, what's your business here? I want you to tell me something. You're the son of a wealthy family and heir to a major apparel company. So why join a group like Team Star? What a question to ask someone you've just met. Well, my answer's the same as everyone else in the team. It's because I was being bullied. So, the academy really did used to have an issue with bullying. I would guess, right? The school's all rainbows and butterflies these days. The bullies from back then don't even go to the academy anymore. Why? What happened to them? As the former director of the academy, I believe I am best positioned to answer that question. Mr. Harrington. About 18 months ago, members of Team Star confronted the students who used to bully them, and an altercation broke out between the groups. Though it did not escalate into a major incident, the altercation nonetheless caused a scandal of hitherto unknown proportions. As a result of what occurred that day, the students who had perpetrated the bullying dropped out of the academy, one after another. But there aren't any records of that anywhere in the academy. Well, I should imagine not. My former deputy deleted all records of the incident, you see. You know, if this was a game that took place before the age of the internet, I could find that believable. But if you're telling me that this was like a year and a half ago, and you know, nobody knows about such a thing at all nowadays to be associated with this school, that there was no way. You know, no chance of that happened. Like, nowadays, some sort of info gets out there, and you're never erasing that anymore if it's been posted online. You're telling me, like, none of that was ever posted online. It was just records at the school, and the only people that have, like, any recollection of this are those that went out to be in Team Star. Everyone in the school itself is completely clueless what happened a year and a half ago. That's, like, I know that Pokemon really likes to jump through the most ludicrous hoops in their storytelling, but this is... What? Why would anyone do that? Just as I was puzzling over how best to deal with Team Star in the aftermath of the incident, a certain student came to see me. The student declared that they would take all responsibility for the team's actions. In exchange, they requested that I exonerate the other students of Team Star from any blame. Huh? No one told me that! I accepted the request and agreed not to take disciplinary action against Team Star. Then, I assigned 18 months of overseas study to the students who took responsibility for the team. A year and a half of studying abroad. This was not intended as punishment. You understand? Team Star were the victims, after all. I wanted the students to take some time to rest, so I had them return home to the Galar region under the pretext of overseas study. Around that time, however, the former deputy director took it upon himself to erase all traces of the incident from the academy servers. It appears his intent was to shield himself from any blame. Tell me nobody would have made any copies. So he tried to cover up the whole thing. That's terrible. After we discovered what he had done, I dealt with him appropriately, of course. But the inability of myself and the rest of the teaching staff to prevent this terrible act also represented a grave blunder on our part. I accepted the blame that lay at my feet and resigned from my position as director. The rest of the teaching staff then joined me in handing in their notices. Oh, wait, so none of the current staff would have thought that it's suspicious at all? That, like, all the previous staff had resigned, like, a year prior? That sounds like a, you know, either there was some big scandal with the school, or, like, the plot of some really shitty horror movie, you know? Where it's like, everyone who worked here once had to resign and leave. Why would literally every person that was once at the school have to leave? What could be going on here? The rest of the teaching staff then joined me in handing in the notices. So that's why the current teachers were all brought in a year and a half ago. So I guess they knew about it, but, you know, didn't set off any red flags. Just like, huh, that's an interesting little fun fact. I understand my actions have caused you a great deal of trouble. You have my sincere apologies. Hang on, Mr. Harrington. How come you suddenly decided to talk about this now? Young Master Ortega, Team Star cannot carry on in its current fashion. I merely wish to give you a chance to chart a better course. Well, there's no way I'm abandoning my friends and going to school without them. Not after we've come this far. Your friends in Team Star must mean a great deal to you. Isn't that obvious? It's because, you know, they're my greatest treasure in the whole world. Yeah, so I guess there's a treasure theme